Hey, good morning, YouTubers, Facebookers, party people alike. This is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair, and this is the Clay Way. If this video is helpful, please consider subscribing, clicking the notification, sharing my videos, sending me your nice comments, liking my videos. If you want to reach out to me, hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook. I'll be happy to try to answer your automotive-related needs. And remember, like always, if anybody else can do it, I'm sure you can do it too. So what we're dealing with today is a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7 V6 in it, and we're going to replace the starter on it. Pretty simple, straightforward thing, unless you live in the Rust Belt. Sometimes the drive shafts don't want to come out of there, and you kind of got to get the drive shaft out because it makes it easier to get the starter out of it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to unhook your battery. Make sure you unhook both two 10 millimeters that hold these nuts on. Pull at least your positive off and your negative. The next thing we're going to want to do is raise the vehicle up and probably set it on jack stands in your case. We're going to use a lift. We've got it lifted up. Okay, so one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to want to loosen up all these 8 millimeter bolts up here. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the front, and we're going to stick a screwdriver up in the U-joint up in there to hold it.
I'm going to stick this up in there.
Yeah, he's going to stick a pry bar up in there. Then he's going to hold it, and then we can loosen them up. Now we're going to use a gun to take these out, and then we'll spin it around and get to the other ones. But I just wanted to show you guys how you could get it off there with holding it. So Jeff is going to spin them things out, and I'm going to hold on to the pry bars.
And you may not even need to hold it with pry bar, but in case you got a tight one, you never know. There you go.
Now sometimes these don't like separating from the yoke back here in the back. They tend to give us problems with that. So it's another sheet in its own sometimes. But it just takes a screwdriver and a pry bar and a little hammer, and you'll give it a little persuasion. She'll come right out. Take your drive shaft out. We're going to mark the rotation and make sure that we line it up back in the same spot. So Jeff is marking it with a little bit of yellow there.
We'll go ahead and try. There's sometimes stubborn, we have to hold them with pry bar.
Okay, these are 15 millimeter bolts too, just so you guys know. Okay, we fiddle farted with Jeff's way for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and do it my way. We're going to come up, we're going to collapse the shaft down. So we're going to bring it back, bring it over, and slide it out. Just like I told him at the beginning. So we'll just leave it hanging there. It's been our experience over the last couple of years that if we remove these bolts first and then remove our electrical connections, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. So your two bolts that hold on your starter are 15 millimeters. And your one top stud, and I'm trying to get up in there so you guys can see it, the one top stud for your main feed is a 13 millimeter generally. So we're going to go ahead and take that 13 millimeter nut off and remove our two starter bolts to remove our starter out of there. So that was super easy. I just wanted to show you guys the starter, just in case you don't have a new one there. Solenoids generally go bad on these, and this is the solenoid and this is the motor body itself. There's one little plug that slides right on here. Little clippy-do, you push it, pull it out of there. Save these nuts because sometimes your new remanufactured starter doesn't come with them nuts, and it's nice to have them, but you can always take a nut off of here if you dropped it and lost it. Hopefully the video was helpful for you guys. You guys will really consider subscribing. Remember, don't always replace it, try to repair it. God bless. Don't be the next to them, be the first to you, and if anyone else can do it, you can too.